Alright, what's going on? So it's Sunday morning, it's about 10 to 11 and I've just got to the shed and we're going to carry on with the Skyline build. So we're on the last day, so I've still got Monday night through Friday night, but fuck, it's winter, so you don't really want to do too much during the week. So today's the last day and it is next Saturday that we're going to Taupo to put that thing on the track. So yesterday, done a bit of work on Cliffy after backing into Vagina on wheels and really just fucking shit up, but it was for the best because that looks better. That was an improvement. We also got that interior all painted up, so that's all looking nice and black now, and it just ties the whole roll cage in. It makes it look pretty uniform. Bit rough there, I don't know what's going on there. Those welds look fairly secure, tidy as, so no dramas there. JDM as fuck, that is. Also, we made that list last night and that was a bit of a buy to list. So I've got 8mm rods for holding the battery down, thermostat, gasket, thermostat. Fuck, that was $50 that thermostat. So that's everything I've sort of really got to get done hopefully today. Yeah, why are you laughing? Your hand puppets suck. So if we can get a few of those bigger jobs done, and then I've just got a couple of things to do during the week, that'll be sick. But it's 10 to 11 now. I know you can't see my watch, but it is. Take my word for it. I think the first thing we'll do is probably try and fit that battery and get that battery in, so then it's starting and running, and then we'll jack it up. And I've got this oil change here for it that I brought a while ago. I brought 5-weight 30, fully synthetic. It was quite expensive. I don't know, 80-100 bucks or something for that 6 litre. Drift Panda. Alright, in the last half hour, I have put the new battery terminals on here. I've put a second-hand large terminal battery in here, because before there was this manky little small terminal and an assortment of all this hardware spacing out the fucked old large terminals for the small terminal battery. So I got another battery in there. Terminals. The battery base I brought wasn't long enough, so I'm going to have to fabricate something out of this and some threaded rod during the week, and now we'll change the oil. So I've got it all jacked up. I'll just fire it up, warm it up a little bit so the oil gets nice and warm and drains out quicker. Nice and black. Alright, we got the oil change done in there. That took about 5.8 litres out of that 6 litre container to fill up the 30E and the new oil filter. While it's jacked up though, I'm going to bleed the front brakes as well, because after changing those calipers, we didn't change the calipers, after changing the rotors and the brake pads, I only bled the rear because I cut the lines to fit the hydro e-brake. I've never bled the front, so it's probably a good idea to give the front a quick bleed up and try and make the pedal feel as stiff as we can. Oof.
So she hits a good gander before she clears the fences?
Oh, she's a natural jumper, right?
Alright, so we got the old thermostat out. Doesn't look like it's in too bad a nick, there's just a bit of corrosion around it, but it looks pretty tidy inside there. The thing you got to worry about though, is that all that corrosion that's in that pipe there blocks up the shaft on the thermostat, and that's what slows it down and restricts your flow, and then leads to overheating problems and head gaskets. See you later. bang this thermostat in here. Cost 50 bucks. Thought it was a bit overpriced, but new thermostat. Got a gasket.
Luckily, he can call our insurance.
Alright, we're all done down in there. New thermostat's in. Now I just grab that bucket of coolant out from underneath here and retighten the drain on the radiator, and we'll put that old coolant back in there. It's pretty hoary, but fuck, don't have any coolant here, so I'll just pour it back in there. On RBs, all RBs as well, you've got this bleed off bolt here. It's always on the injective and inlet plenum, so it's a higher point than the radiator, so it can bleed off. They are known for stripping out and getting rusty because they're on the water lines. I don't know, fuck it, park your car on a hill so the radiator's just higher than that bit and it'll bleed out properly. Alright, so it's still daylight. I'm going to fuck around for a bit now and try and mount these harnesses, because they need to mount down here on this side, that side, same on the passenger seat, and also need one to come up through this hole here. So probably going to have to take the seats out again and put some holes through the floor to run the 5th point, and then there'll be those two there, and then one side attached to that side of the seat and the other side down there, sort of like that one sort of mocked up at there at the moment, just needs to be sent home. Alright, so it's an hour later, maybe a couple of hours even. Got a blue one on the side, well, got a black one on the side, blue one there. So I've hooked this side to the seat belt where the standard seat belt was, because it's all factory supported down in there. So I've got an eyelet running through there, and that's that side. Then I've got the centre one here coming up through the middle of the seat down there, and that is wrapped around the subframe for the K-Dub bucket seat. So it actually wraps around this subframe here, the rail that goes across that way, and then this side here is bolted to somewhere about there. So it's all in pretty legit, and it's a similar story with this one. This one here is bolted to, pretty hard to see, it's bolted to the same place the seat bolts to, and then on that side it is bolted to where the factory seat belt would be up there. And we've also ran it around this factory, well, the NZ K-Dub bucket seat subframe, and then just around there. So, alright, well, it's the end of the day, and we've pretty much built a race car. So we got the harnesses in, they're all nice and tight. We bolted that hydro e-brake down a bit better, fitted battery terminals, and put a large terminal battery in there. The battery brace I got though, the rods are just slightly too short, so I'm going to get some 8mm threaded rod from work this week, and we'll suss that out. We changed and replaced the thermostat, so hopefully we'll have no cooling issues. Also did an oil change on there with a filter. We changed it to that nice 5-weight full synthetic oil that costs shitloads more than 20-weight 50. So during the week I'll tighten up a few more things on it. Only got a couple more small jobs, and I'm also going to drop the front rims off and get some real nice directionals on the front, and get some 15s put on them, and also borrow another set or buy a set of wheels, but that should suss us. So if you're here for the first time and still watching, scroll down, smash subscribe, because next Saturday we're taking this thing to Taupo behind the ute, and we're taking it to the track. Hopefully it passes scrutineering and I can take passengers, because we've fitted that roll cage and 5-point harness. So see you there.